So in this video, I'm going to explain to you how you can read your data in your AdSense account. Now, once you have all your ads in place, once your ads start earning you some money, you will have something that looks pretty much like this. You will have your earnings for today, for yesterday, for your last week, for your last 28 days, your page views, your page RPM, and your websites here, which are your top websites that earn you the most money, the countries, the platforms, desktop, high-end mobiles, and so on. Now, I will walk you through all of this information and show you exactly what it means. The first thing that I want to point, page RPM. What does RPM mean? Now, page RPM is the money that you get per 1000 page views. So 1000 page views currently is earning me 6.43 euro. Alright, so if I had 10,000 page views today, that would mean that I would have earned 64.3 euro. That's what page RPM means. I usually click on view sites right here, and here it allows me to see all my current websites, so I can pick a website from here and choose what I want to see about it. So let's pick this website right here. It's one of my currently starting to grow websites. I made it over 6 months ago, this website. Alright, so now that you have selected your website, let's see what this site has to tell us. Here you select for what time period you want to see the statistics for your website. Currently it's set only on today, but I want to see the statistics for all time, for as long as this website existed. Alright, so these are my estimated earnings. The website started generating some income right here. So it's, as you can see, it's nothing, and then it started growing by applying all the methods that I showed you. Now, let's select the last 90 days. So we want to go January 1st. All right, now last 90 days. All right, so we have a bit more information here. So currently our graph on the horizontal axis has days. If you want, and it lets you see the graph more in a more granular way. You see a lot more dots on the graph. If you don't want this, you can switch to weeks. So here, now you see the earnings each week, so earnings per week, all right? Or months, you can switch to months, and you get January, February, March. So I usually like to stick with days. I like to see a lot more information. It's much more informative. You see that you have ups and downs, and you can see this with the months, for example. Here I can see only a straight line. Here I can understand that my income from this website is growing for each month, but I can see the ups and downs here, so I can't make any estimations about it. In the toolbar up here, you see your estimated earnings, page views, impressions. These are the total earnings, page views, impressions that you had over this time period, the period that you selected here. If you can also see more than one on the same graph, so you can click on all of them, you can have all of them on the same graph. Of course, it's not very pretty. You can't understand much from these stats like this, so let's remove them and I will explain a bit more. So your page views and your impressions are usually they look the same. They are usually pretty much the same, as you can see here. They just have different numbers. They're pretty much the same thing. Page views is how many pages the user viewed on your website while he was on the website. There are also sessions that we're going to see when we talk about the Google Analytics. They usually look the same. They just have different numbers. But as you can see, again, it shows a rise in my traffic for this website. So let's go to the clicks. The clicks are usually tied with nothing, usually. As you can see, none of the other graphs looks like the clicks. They're not tied to anything. So you simply can see, are your clicks over this time rising or not. The other thing that looks alike is the page RPM and the impression RPM. It's pretty much the same as the page views and the impressions. As you can see, they are pretty much the same. Like I said, page RPM is how much are you going to earn for 1000 page views. The same goes for impressions RPM. How much are you going to earn per 1000 impressions? As you can see, the impressions are much more than the page views. So this is the reason why there is a lower cost for 1000 impressions. So let me show you the clicks. The clicks right here. Let's close this. Alright, so again, you have estimated earnings, you have impressions, the things we saw in the previous tab, and the clicks and the click-through rates. What is a click-through rate? Let's remove all this. The click-through rate, it's usually constant. It usually doesn't differ much during the days. So click-through rate is what percent of the people that are coming to your website are clicking on your ads. So if 1000 people visit your website and you have 4.47% click-through rate, 4.47% of these people will click on your ads, or this is about 45 people. If it's a 10%, then this means that you will get about 100 clicks from 1000 people that visited your website. Alright, so the cost per click. The cost per click is what amount of money are you going to earn for a click on your website. And this is pretty much the average cost per click per day that you get from your clicks. So you may have, for example, one click that earns you €1, and then you may have 10 clicks that earn you 1 cent. So in the end, you have €1.10 earned, but when you divide it by 11, because you had 11 clicks, this will give you an average cost per click of 11 cents. If you have any questions about any of the stats that you're seeing in your Google AdSense account and I didn't cover them here, please ask questions. I will answer them the best I can. See you in the next video.